Hi everybody, it's Miss Martinez here again, here with you, here at home. We are all home together, okay? Now I have a new book to read to you today. This is Skippy-Jon Jones, okay? I haven't read in the last couple of days because I've been having problems with my phone. So I'm trying something new, okay? So I'll give you Skippy-Jon Jones. Every morning Skippy-Jon Jones woke up with the birds. And this does not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Bridges," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." Let me just turn this over like this. There you go. The lecture went on and on as usual. "You got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fussy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose, or a goose, not a rat, or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippy-Jon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippy-Jon Jones, and I bounce on my head, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippy-Jon Jones chopped past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippy-Jon Jones. "What was that?" So he went up again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippy-Jon Jones climbed into his toy box and riffled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippy-Jon began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Skipito Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." But in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Billy Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug make lunch. "Can Skipito come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered his Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Flutternutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippy-Jon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a misterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippy-Jon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skipito, the gray sword fighter," said Skippy-Jon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skipito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pintolito. "Sí, I love mice and beans," said Skipito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skipito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. "Ah, ah, 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 chupichu." "Bless you," said Don Diego. "Gracias," said Skipito. "Then it is true. decreed Don Diego. Yippee, yippee, yippito. It's the end of Alfredo Bocito. Skipito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad Bombalito. Then all the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to some serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bombolito for Skipito to see. A hush grew over the chimichango so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bocito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo, Bombolito, bandito. Sí, said Poquito Tito. The bandito steals al frijoles. Not your beans, cried Piquito, outraged. See, Poquito continued. Red beans, black beans, Boston beans, and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto beans, and jelly, too. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. ¿Por qué? Asked Skipito. Because we are full of beans, too, man. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skipito. The dude just wants his beans back, says Poquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? Then all of the chimichangos turned towards Skipito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skipito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skipito! It is you, the bandito bolito! They cried. Skipito stood his grounds, but his legs shimmered and shook like the jello, and his teeth shattered like the castanets. Then in a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skipito Frisquito. I feared not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bocito flew straight for Skipito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skipito as he thrust his sword in the air. Suddenly, pop! Went the bandito, landing on Skipito's sword, and quicker than one could say chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bocito, the Bumblebito bandito. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip yippity yippito, Our hero is El Skipito. He's the dog of our dreams. He delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. But back home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippy John's room that Mama Junebug and the girls had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Panguito, Crachito, Papito, Skipito, just in time to see Skippy John's closet exploding. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippy John Jones! Everyone cried. Hola, muchachitas! He said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippy John and covered his head with furry, purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cuckapugs? She scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippy John began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippy John Jones, called his mama. Buenas noches, mis amigos, said Skippy John Jones. And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed today's book. And I haven't read to you in a couple of days because I was having problems with my phone. So I just tried something new. And I hope that you really enjoyed today's book. And I hope that you took my suggestions. You know, the things about looking at the window, counting the animals, counting the cars, looking up at the stars and using your imagination to draw lines from star to star, to make shapes or make shapes of animals. I hope that you are using your sounds to write thank you notes to the firefighters, to the police department, to the nurses and doctors who are working in the hospitals, to a very special group of people, which are your teachers, who are just like you. They're at home and they are teaching you via social media, right? And they're making sure that you have enough information to expand your mind and learn every day. Just as they're also helping their own kids, the ones that have kids, they're also helping their kids with their homework and doing things like that. So the same thing that your parents are doing with you, the teachers are doing with their children. So I hope you could write them a thank you note. Also, don't forget, if you live in Utica, write a thank you note to Mr. Claude Woody, Mr. Jesse Pittman, and some of the other volunteers who are making sure that you get a nutritious lunch every single day. Okay, they're going out of their way to make sure that you have food to eat. So I hope that you are doing fun things. I hope that you play the rhyming words rhyming words game with someone. See if you pick up a book and see if you could find some of your sight words, some of your vocabulary words. See how many words can you read, and try to play games, board games. um, it's a different time, right? It's something different, but it's something that we are doing together. You're not doing this on your own. We're all doing it at home. Okay? So I'm hoping that you stay safe. And as always, keep your hands away from your face. Wash your hands often just so you could be safe, okay? And keep everyone else around you safe. And I'll say to you, hasta mañana. Have a wonderful day.